I'll be dang, the moon's still out. I thought he was going to be asleep by the time I got up. I just wish the camera showed it better. Oh well. Cows coming out of the feed barn to come over and get breakfast. Calves complaining. Yeah, you know, typical morning. 43 degrees, 90-some%. Yesterday it got... I know there's a pole there. There you go. Because there's a light switch right there. Yesterday was a little chillier at this point in time, but it also got down to 38 a couple hours later. So, cheers. Get my day going. There's some color coming this morning. Feeding's done. Now to feed myself. Obviously, Becky's out with the pups. And the moon's still a ways from going down. I literally got back to the house from feeding and look who shows up.
Blakely's asleep. She was up at 1, fell asleep at 4.
Yep, I heard. So, Blakely's sleeping because she was up all night for some reason. Probably because she knew Mommy and Daddy were going back to work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But there's a Wyatt and he's awake. Good morning, Wyatt. Can you say good morning, buddy? No, I'm not going to say good morning. Blakely.
Big stretch.
We'll call that a wave instead of a hand in the way because there's a smile underneath it.
Oh, are you waving to YY?
A big grin. She just don't want to look up.
How are you gonna make us to the bottom of the hill? They're both asleep.
Oh yeah.
What are you smiling
Look
for,
at that.
Turkey?
Look at that. What I didn't have,
What are you smiling for?
Murray had, so I can finish that and then figure out what else to do in that mess in there. That was quite possibly the longest put a frickin' plug-in in. Especially when I had to go so far. Hey you, no, don't touch. Don't touch. There's too many things in here you can't be around, okay? Kind of like 31 gauge frickin' tin. Anyway, of course, shutting that off, shut the lights off in here too. Yeah, the kitty door, huh? Yep. Yeah, we'll leave it open for the kitties though. I thought you were with TT. Yeah. Anyway, putting such a short wire is kind of a pain. And if I figured right, leave it open please. If I figured right, this is where the top of the first tin's gonna come. And this is the bottom of the second one. If I figured right. So this should just notch out of the first one. And when the second one goes on, there'll be a screw right in here somewhere. There'll be a screw right in here, so then I got to figure out what to do for molding. It'll be what it's going to be. She's trying to lock me in. And of course, Becky just left to go clean house for a lady that Mom used to clean for. Which means Ty's got to keep an eye on her and Wyatt. Which means I got no help in here. For a little bit. Yay. Get you a little of this while I can. Taking a little break. Waiting for Becky to get back so I can get Thailand to help me.
Oh, good lovies. Good job. Good job, Blakely. Good job.
We got to be very, very quiet because Blakely finally went to sleep on her own. And little man's awake. He's awake and staring at the booby tubey.
52 by 72?
And they're trying to figure out.
52 by 72?
Yes.
Yes.
they're figuring out curtains, because with the noise off of this thing, 72-inch curtain over 80 would be perfect, but we'll run a rod around here and at least to the edge of the AC stuff. 72 inches would work overall, but it comes 52-inch curtains, so I could hold tight. We could bring it, swing it out here a little, would block a lot of noise. It's obviously quieter over here than it is over here. And last piece for the wall is cut. Waiting for Ty to come back in and we'll get it up. It was fun. My old nippers, they've been through a lot. It's probably about time to find another pair. They came from a place that was in Hillsborough called Lucille's Tools. And they're an off-brand, but they're 30 years old, I think. And I hate to guess how much they've cut. And I mean, the motor's fine, it's just the knives are getting tired.
Yeah. You should tell them what I found for you.
Oh, hey, yeah, if you need a driver and a drill combination, 20-volt DeWalt, Schema's on. They're having
Days, baby.
Prime Days again. Regular 260,
64, I think, or something like that.
64 or 69, and 159. Either way, it's 40% off. And that one that's dead, I bought that in the same kit right after the 20 volts came out, so 30 years ago-ish, maybe. Paid $207 for it, and it was a steal at the time, so it just shows she's been through a little bit. Anyway, we're going to get that one done and see what happens after that, because it's been the wall's been easier than the ceiling so far, but it's still been a pain in the ass. The worst thing is dealing with two kids and wasting the morning away. But I did a fair amount of cutting while they were being babysat. Well, there's the view from here. If I haven't mentioned it, I'm sure I have. Thailand's desk is going there. I don't know where. We got enough file cabinets to fill a lot of space too, so. But top sheet is up. It's all the way up against floor joists to there. Because until Becky decides what she's doing there, it's not like I can go across top of it very well. Got screws up as high as I could get them there, and then went over the top, and there's one in that section, and there's one in that section, and just obviously not one there. And if we got material when we're done, I'll slip a piece up against for the ceiling. I got everything measured out to cut out for that. It is marked. I just haven't cut it yet. And I got 2 sheets cut to 10 foot. That 10 foot will get them. I don't think it'll quite, focus. I don't think it'll quite make it to that one. Or maybe it will. I don't remember. I just figured that was a good point to cut it off. Yeah, it has to make it to that one. Duh. And Ty took the kids home a little while ago. Fed for me before she left. I went, grabbed me an old bucket. That bucket's been around here as long as this house has. That was the original stain Mom stained the house with. Picked up all the little chunks of metal. I got a narrow strip laying on top there to do something with. And that worked out just perfect to hold up against the other wall and hang out to get my measurement for my cutout. And then I went and measured from the end of the sheetrock. So we got a 1/4 inch to play with. It's gonna get covered when we're done anyway. because yes, I'm putting molding up across there. I thought about putting the molding there, and I could put part of a piece there, but really can't do much up there till I got the rest of the way across. And I'm seriously thinking about pulling that plywood down. I can put boards on either side of that vent and go that route. Change the way that is, and then it's not hanging down. Be nicer looking, I think. Won't have the, I either got to stop it around the edge of the plywood and leave a rough edge all the way around and figure out what to do with it, or get rid of the plywood and go right over it. Of course, measure and cut out a hole for it. And not like I don't have some scrap wood to screw to the floor joists and support that. It's actually got strapping right there supporting it. So that's not a big deal. And no, I'm not looking forward to cutting around that either. Or that one over there, but I did measure. That one's going to be really close to the edge of one, so cut a half circle out. Lap over the end of it. I think it'll be good enough. And Becky's going to have to get bigger plate covers, because I just couldn't get them close enough. And I know they make them. We had them in our old house because all that stuff, 90% of the wiring I replaced in that house in the boxes. And they were all the flange mount boxes because it was all shiplap interior. So that's what I know. I know I'm tired. And I know we didn't get shit done. And that drives me crazy, and that just makes me tired of worrying about it. But it is what it is. And tomorrow Becky gets her shots in the morning, so not like much is going to happen first thing. Once again, is what it is. And Becky told me a little bit ago, I'll have a new one of those here from Scamazon in the morning, between 4 and 8 a.m. She said she could have got it between 5 and 10 p.m., but today, which kind of surprised me. But we all know that would have been at 10 o'clock. Or it would have been, oh, well, we couldn't deliver it tonight, sorry. And then it'd be 3 or 4 days, because that's how that works. But if they say it'll be here in the morning, they're usually right there. Haven't had any issues with that yet. Well, except for an alternator or two. Set us back a week. But that's what I know today. And there's one goof up here on the wall that's all Ty's fault. I'm going to call her out on it. Just got to come over here and find it. I know, it's somewhere. It is somewhere. Because the position I was in, I could not see. And she said, that's the spot. Oh, come on. I thought it was up here. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I couldn't see it. And she said that was it. And I was thinking, are you sure? She says, yeah. No, it's not. And my boo-boo's down here. Because I'm sorry, when you're laying down here on your side and you're looking cross-eyed and trying to look up higher, that's what I did. And no, they're not all perfectly aligned, and some are sucked down a little so you see the board, but that's all the nature of it. And I'm glad I cut that one even shorter than the others. I don't know if I didn't take a level to anything. I don't know if the wall's off plumb a little here, or if the door hole's off plumb a little. I mean, it could be either or both, but this is factory edge. It's almost a 1/4 inch away from the edge of the board here, and up there it's past the board. this was the same way. It's away here, and I had to trim this up to here to get it to fit over. Bottom one's the only one that really went in perfect. Is what it is. And I did check. I'm gonna cap that with a piece of 2-inch. We'll lay right over all those, and that'll hold that one in a little. Yes, it does move everything. And that one, it'll maybe straighten up a little. But you see, cover needs to be a little bigger. Find something. If I was really good, I'd go find a piece of scrap metal and cut one out. But it just wouldn't look right because it wouldn't fit right here. And I might have to change that switch. Not that I want to. Ty kept bumping it when I'm trying to put screws in up here. It's like, wait a minute, turn the lights back on, I can't see. Then she turns them on and you get blinded. So anyhow, oh yeah, the long extensions come in handy for reaching over the top of that. That's also how I got that screw in, because it was just in the wrong spot. Oh, and I doubt we'll finish it tomorrow either. Although Becky's shots should go faster than cleaning house did today. She didn't get back till lunch. So in essence, we got a hell of a lot of shit done after she got back. But I was trying to do prep work before that. Garbage. Need some? That was full of garbage and the little coilies from trimming. I literally just cleaned all of it up.